Cameron, I'm excited.
I'm excited.
I'm very excited. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Martial Artist stream. Today we are doing something
Near and dear to our hearts.
near and dear to both.
He's
of our
Marshall.
hearts.
I'm Cameron. We're
Right.
playing The Last of Us, remastered version.
Mhm.
We're not playing Us of Last.
That's your version.
That's my version, which
Well, I'm sure stories like that will come up.
I had that on my PS3. Roxy over on YouTube. Oh, now excuse me. Who are you, handsome guys? I thought I would have found Prompto and Ignis here.
Oh, boy.
Oh man.
Well,
you see,
yeah, they're off fighting some monsters.
they're off living, alive,
That's true. They are alive.
as we have seen in the last stream last night.
I want to take this moment to forewarn everybody. I mean, if watching people play games is your thing and that's what you would rather do, or if you're never gonna play this game, then okay.
Yeah.
But if you have even the smallest inclination of playing this game, do not watch us.
Do not watch this.
Play the game yourself.
Yes, it's kind of like Undertale in a way. You want to
Yes.
experience it yourself.
This-
There's too
this
many
is one of
spoilers
those-
in this game.
This is one of those special games that I would highly recommend that you play this game yourself. Experience The Last of Us for yourself. Make this story your story.
I wholeheartedly agree. This goes to don't kill me that I'm here. I'm leaving now. Came to say hi only to you. But I'll
Okay.
get back to you
All
later.
right. Thank you. Hi.
Thank you, Roxy.
Thank you for stopping by. But yes,
She was saying that you had advised her to buy the game,
Mhm.
and she said she wasn't gonna watch the stream because of the forewarning.
Yes.
Just now mentioned again.
Yes, and
But-
that was for Roxy, but that was also for anybody else
Mhm.
that is interested in watching this. Make this story your own. Do not waste it on watching somebody else play it for you.
With that being said, let's get started.
Okay.
We're gonna be dividing this up. Have you already done the settings
That has to be done
in the game?
In-game.
Okay.
So once we get control of our weapons, that's when we can do
Okay.
it.
So as you can see, we're not starting on grounded. We're doing a casual playthrough, an experienced playthrough.
Yes,
But
an
the reason we're
experienced casual playthrough. I guess.
the reason we're not doing grounded is because for a casual playthrough, it is too difficult.
Yeah, I played both. I played Grounded. I beat Grounded, and I beat Grounded on New Game Plus.
I beat it
and
too.
it's hard enough to make the game unenjoyable. It goes over that threshold that makes it a little
Makes
too
it-
hard to be
yeah.
enjoyable. Survivor difficulty is that sweet spot.
Mhm. Now, that Us of Last thing I said about.
Mm.
This is a very cinematic, story-driven game. So anybody who watches, we're gonna be quiet during most of the
yeah, definitely.
most of the parts.
Most of the cutscenes.
During the gameplays when we'll do some
Tommy,
talking.
listen to me. He is the contractor.
Do we do subtitles?
Okay, I can't lose this
Yeah.
job.
There, perfect.
I understand. Let's talk about this in the morning, okay? We'll talk about it in the morning. All right, good night.
Hey,
I think it's one of Troy Baker's best roles.
Absolutely.
Monday at work, huh?
This was
This is one he was really proud of, right?
yes,
what time is
he
it?
loved Joel.
It's way past your
But
bedtime.
it's still today.
Both him and Ashley Johnson really got into the roles when they were
Mhm.
when they were playing as Joel and Ellie. But
Your birthday?
I think that this was my first, like, it wasn't my first introduction to Troy Baker, but it was the first game where
Complaining
I
about your broken watch.
noticed him.
So,
I think
Figured, you know.
Mhm.
You like it?
because I had played a character that he voiced before in Resident Evil 6, but this was the first game that I started noticing him, and then I started following him, and that's when he
think it's
became
stuck.
one of my favorite
What?
voice
No,
actors.
no. Oh, ha ha.
Where'd you get the money for this?
Drugs. I sell hardcore drugs.
Oh, good. You started helping out with
Funny
the
thing, she probably does.
Yeah, you
She's
would.
in the deep south.
I really do adore their father-daughter chemistry, though.
Mhm. Also, this is a game by Naughty Dog, who, prior to this, did Crash Bandicoot,
Yes.
Jak and Daxter.
Lady Quinn over on Twitch says, tuning in while working. Thank you, lady. Appreciate it.
Oh, that's right. I never sent out notifications. Oops. So I'll be doing that real quick
All right.
since you're.
I'll take that home. One of the things I really love to do, and I'm pretty sure you do too,
Hello?
is even though I've seen
Honey, I need to get your daddy on the phone.
collectibles,
Uncle Tommy,
I've
what's in
heard
I need to talk to your
conversations
dad now.
100 times, I will still go through them.
Yeah.
Like, I'll look at all the interactable collectibles in this house just because I love doing it.
I also
It's tradition for me.
consistently, even though I've played a game, I will go through and look
was
at
that?
different things. I'll explore still, you know.
Thank
Shush.
There's a cat out there, I'm sorry.
Oh, dang it. I forgot to give this to him.
You're not a fossil yet. Dear Dad, let's see. You're never around. You hate the music I'm into. You practically despise the movies I like, and yet somehow you still manage to be the best dad every year. How do you do that? Happy birthday, Pops.
No. You
That's
cute.
That's adorable.
So cute.
As a cat. I'm pretty sure my controller scheme.
Dad?
It is different from the PS3 version.
It's the same as PS3. When this game came out on PS3, L1 and R1 was aim and shoot, and R2 was run, whereas in the remastered version, it was the other way around. I like to keep it as PS3.
Because that's what I'm used to at
Daddy?
least. I was gonna say something. I sent out the notifications.
You in here?
Seem to be somehow connected to the
Where
nationwide
the heck
pandemic.
are you?
We've received reports that victims afflicted with the infection show
That's
signs of
nearby.
increased aggression and there seems to be some commotion coming from
Oh my. Hey. Again, this is a game that was a game company that was made famous by, you know, Crash Bandicoot
Crash
and
Bandicoot
Jak and
and Jak and
Daxter
Daxter.
and cartoony like games.
Yeah, that was
Then they
their
made
style.
Uncharted, and
Right.
they realized, oh, this is we're really successful with this. And then they
Yeah.
went a step
They
beyond
went a
that.
step beyond that, and they outdid themselves.
And they made this game.
Where the hell are you? Call me on my way.
Also, the fact that Joel did not take his phone with him.
Right? He
In a situation like this, you know
Ran it,
you
yeah.
would be taking your phone.
he ran out in a hurry for some reason. Like he's already got blood on him.
You are.
Sarah, are you okay?
Yeah?
Does anyone come in here?
No, who would come in here?
Don't go near the doors. Just stand back there.
Dad, you're kind of freaking me out. What's going on?
It's the Coopers. Something right with them.
Something right with
They're
us.
sick.
Kind of sick.
Jimmy!
Dad?
Honey, come here. Come here. Jimmy! Jimmy, I am warning you. Don't!
Don't.
You shot him.
Sarah,
I saw him this morning.
Jimmy, there is something bad going on. You've got to get out of here. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
Tell me, come on.
There's not many games that I can recall
You have any
where
idea
you
what's
played
going on out there?
during
I got something.
the downfall.
Shit.
Mhm.
Got blood all over.
It's always like after or
Yeah.
right before.
Lost their minds.
Just please go.
Oh, it's parasite or something. You gonna tell me what happened?
Later. Hey, Sarah.
Also, Troy Baker specifically did a Texas accent.
Mm.
Who you was on the radio?
He is from Texas.
Yeah, but he went to his natural,
Yeah.
you know,
Went to his
way of
natural
talking.
roots.
He didn't have to act.
Right. It was kind of odd though. Like you look at Joel, and then you look at Troy Baker, and the two kind of don't. They kind of don't look like each other, but when it comes to voice acting, that's not what matters.
Right.
He did the mocap and everything, but he also had the voice perfect for Joel, even though he didn't
Yeah.
look it. It's a shame because, like, you know, there were those myths about the Last of Us movie.
Mm-hmm.
He would have never been able to play Joel because he doesn't look like him.
Right. And I remember, like, I was kind of hyped about it when it was announced because I'm like, it can go really bad or it can go phenomenal.
I was so afraid of that really bad.
Right. That's what I was too, because it's just such a big risk.
Right.
But one of the people that I thought would have done a fantastic Joel would have been Hugh Jackman.
I think you're right, especially when we saw, like,
We saw Logan.
we saw Logan, and that was all I could think of. Was when I was watching Logan, I was like, this gives me Last of Us vibes.
Logan is Last of Us the movie, all right?
Like,
It is.
I looked at Hugh Jackman playing Logan. I'm like, that's Joel.
And then not only that, you haven't seen Prisoners.
Oh.
And I've told you about this before, but it's about his daughter being kidnapped.
We have room.
Oh,
He goes ape shit.
dang.
It shows you what a parent would do in their darkest times, like what lengths they'll go to, and Hugh Jackman perfects that.
Mhm.
That's the main reason. It wasn't because of Logan, because the rumor came out years before that, and when I saw Prisoners, I'm like, if they were making a Last of Us movie, screw anybody else who they said who they think it's gonna be. Hugh Jackman for his role in Prisoners.
I would be perfectly fine with seeing Hugh Jackman as a Joel. I would be perfectly fine with that.
Oh, bad decision.
Yeah.
What are they running from?
A lot of bad decisions when you're panicked.
We can't stop here, Tommy. I can't fucking drive through them. Go up there. They're
That man
behind me
doesn't look
too.
well.
There. Hold on. Go.
Occasionally you'll get like an NPC that'll warp through your vehicle.
Mhm. I feel like that's more of a PS3 thing.
Hey,
Maybe.
hey.
But anyways, I'm glad they really remastered this in such a short time.
Oh yeah. Because the Last of Us was released like
2013.
yeah, only a few months before the PS4 was sent into stores,
Right.
and it wasn't long after before Last of Us got its remaster for PS4.
Right. It was like a year or two later.
Mm-hmm.
And it honestly improved the game.
Yeah.
The cinematics are more clean.
60 FPS.
Yep. There's not as much lag or glitches.
Give me your hand.
Boy, you remember me playing my PS3 version of Last of Us.
Yeah. We never finished the Us of Last conversation.
Yes.
Gonna need to run.
Because we're going on to a scene here.
Right.
Keep us safe.
I'm sure there'll be other moments for us to talk about it.
You can die here.
Yes, you can. Absolutely.
For those of you who don't know, you can die here. As soon as you start playing the game, you can literally die.
Those people are on fire.
Don't look, Sarah.
Keep getting in my way.
Keep looking at me, baby. Over there.
We're gonna get out of this. I promise.
Good lord. I don't think I've ever been interrupted so much during this.
Okay.
Yeah, that woman.
guy
that
can
woman
face.
knows.
Go.
It doesn't give you the prompts.
I don't think. No, I think it does. I don't think I was supposed to fight.
We're almost there, baby.
Yeah, one guy already got through the fence.
It was super easy for them.
Joe! Move it!
That was the smoothest transition I've
To the
seen.
highway! Go! You got Sarah! I can outrun him! I will meet you there! Hurry!
One arm, basically.
Daddy, we can't leave him.
He's gonna be fine.
Yeah, I wasn't privy to Troy Baker, or at least his name. I knew his voice and several other things, but this is what made me really enjoy his character, really enjoy him as a person. One role he really hates is Snow from 13. Final Fantasy 13.
It was, man, that year he did a lot of roles he hated.
Yeah.
He didn't like his role as Jake from Resident Evil 6 either. I think it's because he doesn't like playing angsty teens, angsty men.
The thing was,
He doesn't like it. That's
Snow,
not him.
Snow wasn't an angsty guy. Not in 13.
You to safety and go back.
He wasn't 13-2 and onwards, but
There's a little girl. But... Yes, sir.
Buddy, we've just been through hell. Okay, we just need...
and he just walks away.
Please don't. Oh no. Sarah. Move your hands, baby. I know, baby, I know. Listen to me, I know this hurts. You're gonna be okay, baby. Stay with me. I'm gonna pick you up. I know, baby, I know it hurts. Come on, baby, please. I know, baby, I know. Sarah. Baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Don't do this to me, baby. Come on. No. No. No, no, please. Please, please, please.
It makes you wonder what sort of emotional state or training Troy Baker had to do for that, because that's
It's very believable. I can imagine, like, I would think that the best, because he's got, okay, not at that time, he didn't have a kid. Because I would say, like, if you do have a child, I'd imagine the best way to channel those feelings is to literally look at the other mocaptor, look at the other actor or actress, and try and view your own children. Because I saw the onstage mocap for that, and even the mocap actress of Sarah, even she was crying. Like, she was doing that well that she was crying in real life. So
it is. That's the hook
yeah,
that Last of Us gives you.
You come in, you know that it's it's a game about a virus, like a zombie game or something. It's a zombie game of some type. You come into it and you're like, oh, this is the downfall, and then boom, they hit you with that, and you're just like,
what's so
like, what have I gotten into?
What is so scary about this game is, my dad's pointed it out several times. For a video game, I mean, but it had me, it hit me.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, for sure. When
I'm coming.
I'll be explaining the story of how I got into this in just a minute.
Yeah, you'll give yours, I'll give mine.
But
How was your morning?
you'll do yours first.
Okay.
But what was I saying? Something about
a hook, something about something your dad was saying.
Oh yes. What's so scary about this game is it's based on an actual fungus called cordyceps, which is in insects like ants.
Ants.
And it's a fungus that takes over their brain, puts them into a hive mind, and makes them basically go
So I'll take one
rabid
guess,
and
the,
for the most
whole
part
deal
go and
went
kill
south and the
themselves
client made off with our pills.
to
Is that
spread
right?
the virus or spread the infection.
Deal went off without a
And then
hitch.
they took that concept,
Ration
put
cards
it into
lasted several
humans,
months, easy.
Can you
and
explain this?
it's one of the
On my
most
way
it's one of the
back
most
here, and I got jumped
believable
by these two
infections
assholes,
that
alright?
could come
Yeah,
about
they got a
if
few
you
good
think
hits
about it.
in, but
Mm-hmm.
What?
I
That's
managed.
crazy. Yeah, it's literally it's called cordyceps. Look it up.
These assholes
Lady,
still
I
do
never
this.
asked. Do you play this game? Have you played this game before?
Just find out
Or is
who
this
they were.
your
yeah,
is this
look,
your
they were a couple
first
of nobodies. They don't
introduction
matter.
to
What
it?
matters is that Robert fucking sent them.
Oh, Robert.
Oh,
Oh,
Robert.
Robert.
He knows that we're after
No,
him.
but I wanted to.
He figures
first
he's
time
gonna
watching.
get us first.
If you caught our
disclaimer.
disclaimer or forewarning at the beginning,
Exciting.
again, thank you for watching. It's entirely up to you. If you keep
Old
watching,
warehouse in Area 5.
this is a very
say for how
spoiler
long, though.
game, obviously, because
If-
we're playing it.
right.
But
What
this
we-
is a game that you should experience yourself.
It's what we meant. Yeah, it's what we mentioned before. If you really do want to play this, I would highly recommend that you experience it on your own and make it your own. Don't waste this game on watching somebody else play it. Make it your own. I don't say that about a lot of games.
Right.
Checkpoints.
They're obviously every game. This is my turn. Go ahead and tell your story of how you actually got into The Last of Us.
So, the first time I saw the
What was the
options. display, no, game probably. Okay.
Means
Show
off,
reticle off. Show HUD off. So this is
So
what
we're giving ourselves a handicap.
yes, we're giving ourselves because of how many times we played this, we're giving ourselves a bit more of a challenge. We won't be able to see our health, we won't be able to see our ammo, our items, and we won't be able to see where we're aiming. But even still, we'll have to make every shot count. But I've played it this way before, and it is absolutely
It's
doable.
very fun. It's also
It's
it makes the
very
game
fun.
more fun. I won't get a chance to watch the whole game. A challenge. Yes.
I would say it's less challenging than grounded mode, but it's more challenging than survival. Survivor.
So it
difficulty.
puts you even more in the sweet spot.
It's my favorite way of playing it.
But anyways, continue.
Because what's more, I think my favorite thing about this, about the no HUD, is you have to count your bullets.
Also, you can go towards these guys.
Yeah, and they'll shove you away. They'll even shoot you.
Yeah, if
do
you
it-
keep
do
going,
it
if you
more.
go enough, they'll actually shoot you, and you'll die. You will die.
Even in
Another
the
quick
safe
death.
even in the safe zone here, you can get shot. Okay, so my first introduction to this was a trailer that I saw while I was playing Uncharted 3 multiplayer. There's this little TV screen in the corner when you're in the lobby, and every so often a video will pop up, and one of the videos was the trailer for this. So I was watching, I was like, oh, what's this? So I click on it, and it brings it up full screen, and I'm watching the trailer, and I'm like, that was freaking fantastic. What is this? So, and then, so it showed that it was The Last of Us. So after that, I just followed it through magazines, through articles, through more trailers, and I just followed it up until release, and I was hyping myself up for it. And then it comes out, I get it the day it comes out, and I played the game for 3 days straight.
What's your business here?
And it became my favorite game that moment.
I believe you can die
It-
here too. Can't you? If you don't move,
I'm not
you'll get
sure.
shot.
I'm not sure. I always ran.
L2 is
Still, yeah. But yeah, it was great because it was one of those rare moments where I was ready for this game to be the game I was looking for, to be everything I wanted, and it was.
So much for the easy
I
route.
was not disappointed in the
yourself up, right?
slightest, and that doesn't happen very often. Like, a lot of the time, hype gets killed for me.
See, we can't see what we're doing, but
Right.
the game makes us do this.
They're gonna close all the checkpoints.
It helps you out because he pulls out what item you're gonna use.
Surround sound, no joke. Almost glued the wrong
Or we
item.
could just let Robert go.
But
But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how that difficulty that we've the handicap that we made
I
it.
was there.
This game helps you out because he pulls out what item you're gonna use, so you know what you've got.
Just used it. No patrols. And where are you
because
off
I don't
to?
remember
Gonna pay Robert a visit.
the things, so this is me playing blind
Mhm.
because it's been a long time since I played this game, and I've never really played it on the PS4, so it's a little different.
Well, what did you tell her?
The explosion.
I got no idea where he's hiding.
Good man. Hey, you
So
said
that was your
Yes,
experience.
that was my experience.
After you explaining that, you had
How long was it before you played it?
before I say that, I have to explain the story of how I actually got the game.
Okay.
What do you make of that?
So when I went in the military, I didn't have a console with me, and I had all this money, and I'm just like, I need something to do in my spare time. So I went and I got myself a PS4. And I was like, okay, cool. But the only reason I got a PS4 was because I wanted to play one game and one game only.
Are we looking over here?
That game was Final Fantasy X Remastered.
Signs of military are infected.
When I got the PS4, I brought it back, and I realized, it's not backwards compatible. Oh, I have to help, don't I? It's this game is not backwards. Or do I? Oh,
There
it
you
doesn't
go.
prompt you. Okay. Anyway, gamer says, "Sup, love this game."
Love it too.
Yep, this is one of our favorites. It's his favorite.
Yep.
My like
My
second,
my
or third
number one favorite, and then for you, it's like your second.
Ugh,
second or third.
Second or
Yeah,
third.
freaks.
it's
Watch them
up
throw away
there.
down here.
Yeah.
But anyways, it's one of those games. Anyway, so I got a PS4.
here.
Wasn't backwards compatible, as I came to find out, and I was really pissed about it because I really only wanted to
Yeah.
play one game.
Yep.
And then I had to
remember
sell
those
my
te-
PS4.
I remember those texts.
And I sold it to one of my can I
Circle, I think.
triangle.
Triangle. All right. You start out with 4 bullets.
Yeah, it doesn't even give you markers for or prompts for triangle, so or X.
Which I think brings into fruition one of the mechanics of this game that sold me when I saw the gameplay trailer.
So this is okay. L1's aim, good.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, crouch, punch, interact, vault, crouch. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
It's all right. Circle. Or triangle.
You
I
ready?
don't know.
Yes, ma'am.
And anyways, so I got afterwards. I sold my PS4
Mhm.
and got myself
Come
a PS3. The PS3 and also GameStop was being a total jerk about things. And because that's where I got it, the
Yeah.
PS4 and the PS3.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, "Oh, we can't what difficulty are we on?
Survivor.
We're on Survivor, but we're handicapping ourselves."
Yes. We've taken off the HUD and we've taken off the aiming
Or
reticle.
am I not?
Got a trick question.
Anyways.
So GameStop was giving you some
Yeah,
issues.
they're like, because you opened the console and started it up, we can't accept it. So I was like, "You're kidding me."
That's bullcrap.
It was, and I was really upset about it.
They-
So I sold it to one of my coworkers,
Uh-huh.
and with the money, I bought myself a PS3. PS3 I bought came with The Last of Us,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then I bought Final Fantasy X Remaster.
Yeah, this part I remember.
and
Where's
and
the ladder?
There's gotta be
I
a ladder
remember telling
somewhere.
you I got the PS3 and I'm like, it came with this game called The Last of Us, and you spazzed out over text. You're like, "You need to play
I
this game."
Flipped out on you. You had The Last of Us in your hands and you did not
it.
play it.
Yeah, I didn't play it
I
for the
flipped
for
out
the
on
longest
you.
time.
Yeah,
And-
and even that, like even after I flipped out on you, even after your dad said you have to play this,
Yeah.
you still wouldn't do it.
Yeah, because I was like, I have other games to play,
Like,
you know?
you gotta play this.
You must be thinking of
You
someone else.
need to know what it's like.
It's all relative.
This way.
Anyways, so I do that,
Mhm.
and I'm playing a bunch of other games, and my roommate was playing the game, and he's like, "You gotta play this game." He was like, "This is a really good game." My roommate wasn't even a gamer.
You had multiple people telling you you
Fireflies.
need to
Isn't
play
there
this.
a collectible here?
Yep, right there. Dog tag.
We don't. You've already got all of them, so we don't need to collect them. But it's
Yeah,
nice to
you're,
know where
you're
things
fine.
are.
I always do.
Down through
Especially with the articles, because sometimes when you pick up an article, they even have something to say about it.
Might-
and I
also,
like
let me
that.
know if I'm missing something.
You're all right. It's fine.
For his sake, he better.
Already starting to see the spores, even though they're not spores, but it's real dusty.
Yeah. Even that's cool. Like just the dust particles that get in your way. That's how dusty it is in here.
Continuing on my story, yes,
Yep.
we are on. Like we said, we are on survival difficulty, which is the second highest difficulty.
Yes. Right below grounded. So survivor difficulty on its own takes away listen mode, which
Yes.
I'm perfectly fine with. I think listen mode is a cheat in this game.
Yeah, I never
Way-
used it even even on normal difficulty.
Way too easy.
It's like, oh, you can detect where things. It actually makes you listen and
Hmm.
think about your surroundings.
I would even go a little further and take off the subtitles, so I would really have to listen.
Do you know that you are bluffing? Bluffing about what?
Should be able to fit through here.
Lying?
Lying?
You lying to me?
Yeah.
I'm not lying about anything.
Apart. Be careful.
What am I supposed to be lying about?
I don't know.
Anyways, so I finished a bunch of games, and I was bored. I had nothing to play, and I'm just like, we can choose to kill him or
Yep,
not.
you
But
can choose.
doesn't he come back?
No, he just stays here.
Don't leave me to turn.
Yeah, it's a fate worse than death. So, oh, see, already I thought I was aiming
No,
at
I
his
thought
head.
I would have guessed that too.
Well,
Yeah, that's a fate worse than death.
and I
Just succumbing.
finally decided, all right, I'm gonna play this game after all the harp you guys put on me, my
Mm-hmm.
dad included. Play that game. Stop whatever you're doing and play that game. Like my dad,
You're
who's
doing
always
it
telling me
wrong.
stop, get off the games and stuff.
Mhm.
Do something else. Find a different hobby.
Cameron,
play
get
this
on-
game.
Cameron, get on the game. Have you played The Last of Us today? Get on it.
So I played it, and my first playing it, I played it, I kid you not, 16 hours straight. From middle of the day till the next morning. And I was like, I realized I need to get some sleep. So I went to sleep for 4 hours and got up and played the game again. Am I going the right way? Yep. So that's my experience. I love the game so much. It was so cinematic and so interactive and so my cup of tea that I was just like, I can't put this game down. I can't. Sneak
I
up on the infected.
cannot.
Oh yeah, I forgot. If you go too fast, they will hear you.
It says that only square.
Oh, it's square.
I think
You gotta hold it or
just press. You just gotta press it. I think
Stream is lagging. That's over on Twitch side. Elijah over on YouTube says hi.
hello.
I didn't even realize we were. Oh,
All right, that's all of them.
Let's hope so.
Let's head back into
I
the
don't
city.
believe that.
let us know if that. Sorry, I can't spell for crap.
Oh, instead of bluffing is probably
Probably
buffering.
buffering.
Hopefully it'll fix. Hopefully that'll. I took down all the. I took down all my internet tabs, so hopefully that'll help. Especially for this game, I don't want any interruptions for this game.
Like even in a game where with everything off, and I know where a lot of things are,
Mhm.
despite not playing this for a while, I still mash the interact
Yeah,
button
yeah, yeah.
everywhere
I'll
I
look
go.
at everything.
Gotta go upstairs.
I think, yeah.
Yep.
I was gonna say something.
Cause it's this room. I was like, there's a secret room somewhere with a bunch of parts and stuff.
Chocolate bar. To brother. Yeah.
Aren't there supplements here?
I don't think yet.
Thought it was me on the lag.
Uh-oh.
Oh yeah, it must have been. It must have been on our end.
Alright, let me know if it stops.
Yeah, I'm usually the one watching the chat.
Right.
And he has to like look over my shoulder because it's right next to us.
When it comes to lag, we're kind of at the mercy of our internet.
That's the one thing I love about the outside.
It's like I thought I was taking all the precautions
Bill,
to
get some of them air fresheners.
reduce the amount of lag, but
But yes, Elijah says hi on
That'd be a
YouTube.
good idea.
hello,
Have your brothers experienced this game at all?
they know how much I love it, but I don't think they've ever played it. They can. It's rated M.
Mm-hmm.
Mother won't let them. I could have swore I was gonna say something, but then the topic of lag came up and I totally threw myself off. I'm sure I'll think of it later.
If I remember, there's nothing down there. It's just something to look at.
How many bullets do you have?
Damn it.
3 or
Flint
2?
fell down.
I think I have 2.
You shot once while you were down there?
No, I shot
Once-
twice for the guy that was downed, and then I meleeed everything, and I
Okay.
took a hit. So, I gotta find the point.
But then you found the chocolate bar.
Yeah. Does the chocolate bar automatically heal?
It heals a little bit.
Yeah, that's what I
It's
mean.
an automatic heal.
Okay, that's
And
what.
then there's
that's what I
a
figured.
can of, I don't know, potato chips.
Where
Corn.
it's down here, isn't it? Yeah, I remember. I'm just trying to remember things.
Yeah,
about this
it'll
game.
come back to you.
So, you've played this more than I have. You saw
Mhm.
that, right?
Yep, I did. It was the D-Live Twitch.
D-Live Twitch.
Yeah, pass it to me.
I suppose the D-Live glitch. Spaz. The D-Live spasm.
It's a bit heavy.
I think I can handle
Lady
it.
Quinn says okay.
All right.
All right. Now, how do I get upstairs? So that was my story.
Mm.
How do I get up?
There we go.
I don't want to try and like
It hasn't stopped the lag, apparently.
Get your ass up here. Let's move.
Bossy today.
How's the internet?
Hold up. Give me 1 second, guys. Maybe this will help. Okay, we're back.
Let us know if this is any better.
Yep, let us know if this helps. Because other than that,
Another chocolate bar.
the only way I could possibly try and stop it is to end the stream and
And restart
restart it, and I don't want to do that.
Make sure there ain't any soldiers around.
But for a very important stream as this, it might have to be done.
I suppose you're right.
This is going to be an ongoing stream, taking as long as it needs to.
Yeah, we'll play it until we're done.
It's not going to be in one continuous stream, but it's going to be set over the course of multiple streams.
It looks fine on my end.
Yeah, let us know if it's still lagging. Marshall is attempting, or has attempted.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, over on our end it looks fine. I'm on our
No, I gotta
I'm
go
on our
that
Twitch
way.
channel right now. It looks all right.
MH Gaming over on YouTube says hello. KWD. I don't know what that means.
Hello.
Hello, and thank you for joining. As you can tell, we are playing The Last of Us. One of our favorite
One of my
games.
favorite games of all time.
Marshall's favorite game.
My
of all
number
time.
one favorite game of all time.
And one of my absolute favorite games.
Yes,
One of them. See, I still look around,
Mhm.
even though I'm pretty
yeah,
sure
yeah,
there's nothing in here.
Right.
Hey, little man. Make sure the coast is clear. No soldiers. None around.
Over on Twitch, can you let us know if it's still lagging, please?
Yes, please.
Or even on YouTube, let us know if it looks like it's lagging.
You know he's
or
expecting.
shuddering in any way.
Mm.
It's not as bad as before.
Okay. Well, at least there's some progress.
If it gets any worse, we will restart
yeah. See if that helps.
to see if it helps. It usually does.
Hey, Tess. Hey, pretty lady, how you doing today?
What do you
Now
think
announce.
Tess
No, no,
and
it's
Joel's
okay.
relationship
Not
is?
now. You hear me?
Okay. Can do that. We get our lovey puppy back.
See, you just say partners, but
Right. Do you
they've got more history than just
Mhm.
mere partners. But like very,
You touch it, you buy it.
I'd say that they've
How
been
about you?
I'd say that they've been partners.
It's like, you want to go, man?
Let's go fight.
Let's go fight.
I'd say they've been partners for at least maybe 10 years. Like
Right.
they've been through thick and thin. They know each other.
Where do you think you're going?
Malik, sit back down.
Oh, sorry, Tess. Didn't realize you two together. Go ahead.
I heard that.
Heard that.
They acknowledge what we said if we need to restart.
Gotcha.
This guy. He gets so many ration cards.
Just letting people pass. This is my alley.
I'm looking for Robert. You come through here?
Half hour ago. He went back to the wharf.
Is there now?
He's there now.
It's like, what's loyalty? You're giving me a bunch of months worth of months worth
This
of
is my
food.
turn. I got this.
Is this
I
your
had-
part?
Yep.
Yeah.
I had the
Okay.
slums and the cargo.
So what we're doing is, because we're dual streamers, we are splitting up parts of what we play.
Mm-hmm.
Specifically.
Here we go.
You're probably actually a lot better at this game than I am. I'm good at sneaking. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
I excel at sneaking games. And you, when we play Splinter Cell, always trip me up. I'm like, how did
I
you
like-
sneak past me?
I like to.
But then I think it's a little sexual relationship, says the gaming nerd over on
It's
Twitch.
especially with there's an upcoming part where they talk about taking it easy, and the way that they're talking to each other, it makes it seem like they settle down as like a couple kind of thing.
Yeah.
I'll cover you.
And in a world like this, it would make sense.
Mm-hmm.
Joel seems like he's extremely hardy in that sense. But, he's also a guy, and people have needs. People have wants and desires. So I think that the gaming nerd is correct, that there's a little bit of sexual tension in there, and possibly interaction. But as for the most part, they're probably mostly just partners. Oh boy, he should have shot right there.
Oh,
He had the gun pointed right at you and backs up. Does ammo still shine without all the effects?
It might.
But yeah, do you think it's a little?
I think so. I would agree with that.
That's what I think, because he's devastated towards her demise.
Yeah.
Spoilers.
Nicely done, Texas.
Did you reload?
I did. I've got nothing left though. I don't know how many shots I have because I don't know how many bullets I picked up.
Going through here.
But I'm perfectly fine with that because
Also, Tess.
that means that we'll have to adapt if we go to shoot our gun and we got nothing.
Mm-hmm. Listen, do you understand that Tess is a waifu?
You think so?
Oh yeah. Despite being completely American, this is an American-made game. Listen, man, she's a waifu.
I'm more scared of her than anything.
Your hand.
Can you guys restart the stream? Yeah, we'll restart it. We'll set it back up if this is a good point.
Yeah, that's all right.
So we'll get that started. We apologize. We're gonna start up right in just a few minutes.
Yep. All right.